KUZI project is a stand-up paddleboarding, kite surfing adventure. We are using the KUZI trade wind to power us from island to island and utilizing this wind in every way possible. It's interesting seeing the difference between some of the islands. The first island, KUZI Island, was beautiful, very picturesque with the different shades of blue, the white sands, that beautiful beach we were camped on. There's definitely a darker feel to this island. The next island is called Kirumba Island, and either spend the night there or find the channel to Ibo. Sort of still deciding whether to go to Kirumba Island or to try and head towards Ibo through the mangroves. Found these two fishermen in their little fishing boat, struggling against the wind, and managed to ask them for directions as we literally buzzed them.
From north of Kirumba Island, it just goes into this mass of mangroves and all this different crazy terrain.
Found the channel, big channel, and we were pretty certain of our bearings and the direction we were heading.
It goes a little deeper and a little deeper, and suddenly we're just in this labyrinth of different mangrove channels, totally lost. There's a path right there. We're there. It's in there. I hope there's no crocs in here. And we kept just trying these different channels and just none of them worked.
They were all dead ends, so I had to backtrack against the wind. And with the tide going out, we were running out of water as well. So, you know, it was getting to the stage where we were like, okay, now we have to look for a place to camp. And being in the mangroves, everything's underwater apart from the trees.
And then just out of nowhere, this like sliver of beach that had just appeared with the lowering tide. We were so stoked.
So after looking at the maps on Google, sort of had a pretty good idea of where we were and where Ibo was. We would have at least 4 to 5 hours of sand before the tide came in, and basically just suspended everything in the trees, rigged up our hammocks, just so that when that tide came in, nothing would float away. Woke up super early and soon realized that it was actually just a neap tide, and the water didn't come up as high as we thought it may. Packed up camp and started to head off. But the wind was really against us that day, so we actually had to get off the boards and walk for about 2 to 3 kilometers in sort of chest-deep water. And I ended up finding this really small gap in the mangroves and decided to sort of squeeze through, and I popped up on the other side and boom, Ibo was pretty much right in front of us.
Yeah!
So after crossing the channel, made it up to the beach just in front of the lodge, Ibo Island Lodge. pretty tired and looking pretty rough from the 5 days on the islands. These guys come down with these trays with iced lavender towels for us to wipe our faces. Getting up here, it just makes you realize that how crazy our adventure has been. Around every corner is always a surprise, and every day is so different from the next.